You welcome to the world of English, especially of global English exams such as IELTS, OET, PT, and TOEFL. And we have a guest from Canada. He studied here and he got very good score. I still remember his score, 3, 8, and 1, 7, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And he's basically a mechanical engineer and he's an MTech holder and he is on leave from Canada. So I'm going to ask some questions for you to understand. During the previous discussion, you said something about food.
Yeah.
Okay, because in India, ladies have no free time because they are always cooking different dishes to satisfy the needs of the family members. And the funniest thing, different family members need different things as breakfast and lunch and all this. So, what are their food habits? What are the different types of food they have?
The way they have food over there in Canada is totally and like entirely different from the people over here in Kerala. Because in the morning, like they will be just having some sandwich or any hamburger or any wrap, but they will split their diet, like split their meals accordingly. But because in for the breakfast they will be just having some bread toast or anything, and after that, like after 2 hours, they will be having some fruits.
After 2 hours?
After 2 hours, like, or even like after one.
I was told, nutritionists, they always say instead of 3 big.
Exactly. Big meals. You just have to split your meals and then have that because.
So 4 or 5 times they eat. 3, 4.
Kind of like 3 to 4 times they will be having food over there. And then after that, they will be having
lunch. What is lunch generally?
Generally, the same thing like wrap, any chicken wrap or anything. Or sometimes like Canadians, you won't think that like they don't like Indian food. They like Indian food. And I know a person from my office. His name is Mike. He loves butter chicken and fried rice, which is an Indian food.
Rice is purely Indian. That is what they believe.
So they like Indian food also, but the most preferable food for them is like just a wrap or a hamburger or a sandwich for almost all the times. Night time, I'm not sure about that. But like mostly during the office times, I've seen them having wraps, any wraps or hamburgers.
You have your own canteen for your own office?
At my office, we don't have.
Then where do you dine out? For example, for a brunch or something?
Yeah, like if I want to go for a brunch, I just have to go out to a nearby cafe or anything which is close by to my office. It's just like 1 kilometer far from my office. So I have the freedom to step out of my office and go to that dining area and then have my food and then come back.
Another question what comes to my mind is that usually it is being asked in this particular room. When they go as students from in here in Canada, where are they getting this part-time jobs?
Part-time jobs, like there are a lot of shops over there, like even cafes or any other grocery stores. You can be, you can work as a cashier over there or any attendant over there. Like a lot of jobs are open for students, like part-time jobs, which are like these cashier jobs or any attendant jobs in the grocery stores. Like even in the petrol pumps, you can work as a cashier and you will be getting the minimum payment like per hour. You will be like, right now in Ontario, I think it's 15.25 per hour.
That's
so you will
good.
Be like you have to get that. You can demand that you should be getting that minimum wage. If your employer is giving you lesser amount than the set limit of minimum wage, you can demand to the employer that you need this much. So that's all. Like you will definitely get a job, but in the first, like in the initial stages, you will be having to work as a cashier or any other.
That also taxable?
That is also taxable, but it's lesser to a full-time employee as me, because if
the percentage.
The percentage is lesser for a part-time holder than a full-time employee.
Okay, a student is doing part-time job. How often he will be paid? Every week or every?
Depends upon the employer. Sometimes you can get the payment per week or bi-weekly, like a fortnight. But in most of the cases, it will be like if it is a part-time job, it will be on a weekly basis.
I see.
Yeah.
But okay, please note that for the last 3 years I have been speaking in different places about the intellectual side of Indians. Okay, I had been working in the Gulf for about 20 years.
Okay.
And we were not taken seriously. Now our children are taken seriously. They are making saga of success in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
The best example, classic example is Britain, which ruled different, almost the whole world, okay, for about 250 years. And now he is ruled by an Indian origin.
Yeah,
Okay, he was born and brought up there, but still Indian heritage because he's practicing Hinduism, he goes to temple and all these things. And then we come to most of the CEOs in America. They're all from India, almost all.
Yeah.
Not even a single fellow can be named from who came from the Gulf.
Yeah.
Okay, and also very few from China because our command of English is much better. Maybe because of adaptability, and I attribute that our passive attitude. That's why the greatest or noblest man on earth is considered to be Mahatma Gandhi. He initiated something called the passive resistance.
Yeah.
That's why we got independence without any bloodshed.
Yeah, exactly.
Shooting, nothing. That is something innovative in the history of mankind. So my point is that how do they, or to name a few, Sundar Pichai of Google and Satya Nadella of Microsoft, and Agrawal had been working as a CEO. Now he's not there. And Indira Nooyi of Pepsi Cola, she is also retired now. And then Geeta Gopinath, the second person in IMF. So thousands, not hundreds.
Yeah.
You go to the UK, very rich people are also from India.
Yeah.
And Hinduja brothers, and then Lakshmi Mittal, they are all business tycoons.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then you go to other parts of the world, for example, Yusuf Ali in the Gulf. So, not because of the qualification of anything like that, common sense and some personality trait, which is unique to India. So, how Canadians see Indians? We are not as smart as other nationalities, or we are better? What do you think? How do you how do you rate us?
The Canadians think that we are even better than
really?
Yeah, because in my office,
no, you have to speak objectively. I want reason.
Yeah,
I want logic.
I just want to state an example from my office itself, because my office has 5 Indians, and out of which 2 Indians are from Gujarat, and they are just 25 years old, and they were given a position over there as an administrator, as both of them were given a position as an administrator, project administrator.
Right.
And in just in 6 months, one of them was given a position as an estimator, which is a huge jump in his career. Because of his performance over there and the way he deals with the people over there and even the customers, he was given that opportunity. So they think that if you are able to perform and if you have that ability and talent to perform well, you will be given better positions, and they treat that they feel that Indians are talented than other countries. So they have that feeling that we are better in most of the job sectors in all around the world.
I see.
Yeah.
Do they think that we are hardworking?
Exactly. They feel that we are hardworking, so they are interested in hiring Indians than other races. Even when you see the business owners over there in Canada, most of them would be Indians.
Really?
The number of houses owned by an Indian, you would be
Punjabis.
Punjabis, and even in my church, the church which I go over there, there is a realtor. He is
real estate
agent. He had been there. I think he has been there for 20 years in Canada, and he owns 9 houses over there. 9 houses in which in which 3 of them are big mansions.
Oh.
Yeah. So the way Indians
may I ask you from where he got that much money?
The real estate is totally
booming.
Yeah, totally booming. So the amount of money a real estate agent gets for one deal is somewhere, I'm not sure, but somewhere near $50,000 just for one deal.
Right.
So that's the way real estate agents make money over there. And a lot of in my office also, one employee's wife is a real estate agent. So he has also gave me some information about how the real estate market works and the roles of a real estate agent. So that lady has also made just $25 in just $25,000 in just one deal. So that's the way people work over there. So
who are taking these buildings? Students at a later stage when they get a job on mortgage?
yeah, like when the students get a PR, like you need to have a PR if you want to get a mortgage approved by the mortgage agents. At least a PR. So, and you should have a full-time job.
Now, you told me that particular person in the church, he has mansions.
Yeah, he has.
Who will be
mansions.
taking these mansions?
He
Americans?
I think he has given except the place, except the house which he lives, he has given all the other 8 houses on rent, I guess.
Right.
Which will be taken over by all these like students or new PR holders who are coming to Canada, like that, on a rental basis.
There is always a need.
Yeah, there is always a need for accommodation.
So this construction field is also increasing?
It's booming.
Really?
My office is based on construction. Like the field of work is based on construction, because I have to estimate the equipment for construction sites, the buildings for construction sites. So the number of projects which I get per day is like more than 20. So that's the number of construction projects which are happening in Canada. So the construction side, like the civil engineering field, is totally booming in Canada. Even so, that also adds up to the electrical engineering field as well as the mechanical engineering field, because any construction needs mechanical part as well as electrical part. So engineering sector and even the IT, like when you compare the IT sector jobs in Canada and the amount of money which they are making, the IT employees are making, is like superb when compared to even me, like a mechanical engineer is getting lesser amount when compared to the IT employees. So and the best part of the IT employees is that they can work from home, which is a better option for you to, like, you just have to sit in your house and like open your laptop and then log into your profile and then do your work. And you don't have to travel to your office. You don't have to take your food to your office. You just have to work at your own home. So, but the amount you are getting for that work from home opportunity is more when compared to a mechanical engineer like me.
During the last week, I couldn't sleep at all because one of my students who studied here, a software engineer, he went there 3 years ago. He contacted me on the phone. He told me he is getting about 5 lakhs rupees.
Yeah.
Software engineer.
Yeah, that's the amount.
It is not fair to ask your salary, so I won't ask your salary. But instead, you tell me a person, mechanical engineer, with same qualification, with same experience, how much he may be getting.
He may be getting, like, to be frank, I don't have
no, I know in Canada this asking age and gender and the salaries are all very personal questions.
Yeah, but
so we are not supposed
I don't feel that. But
yeah, okay, it's up to you.
But in my case, my annual salary is $53,000.
That means you are getting about 3 lakhs rupees per month.
Per month, but the thing is that you will be deducted a lot of tax from that salary. Because in the Gulf countries, what you are offered is what you get in your pocket. But in the countries like Canada,
no, those days are gone. There are also some taxes there, but not as
big, high as like places in Canada.
So you can also invest in real estate if you want to?
Like you just have to get a license as a real estate agent, because you need to crack some exams and then get a license as a real estate agent, and then you have to work as a real estate marketer.
I see. Suppose you prefer to deposit everything in your bank, what percentage will they give you?
The interest percentage they give us like totally low, like some 0.0 something.
Really?
Like that.
Not even 1%?
Yeah.
Really?
Because just for an example, this is a rough example, if you have $16,000 in your savings account, every month what you get as your interest is just $20. That's the comparison. So the interest you get from the banks for your deposit is just too low.
Okay, being a PR holder, you can take a big loan to start a real estate or something like that?
Yeah.
You can?
You can, yeah.
What is assurance
Depends
one day?
your annual salary, and if you are a full-time job holder. So all those criteria are checked.
Suppose, if I were the bank manager, I won't give you, because you have your passport with you, and you may go back to India anytime. What is the proof when they give you a big loan? What is the assurance you would pay them back?
I'm not sure about the exact patterns over there for this thing.
Oh, maybe that building which you are going to make itself is a collateral security.
I think so. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Generally, women are safe to travel even during night.
Yeah, of course. Like I've seen women as Uber drivers over there, and who
What driver?
Uber.
Uber driver. Okay. Okay.
Uber or even any
During
like,
night.
During night and during night in the sense like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. because those are the times which the Uber drivers get paid more when compared to the normal timings. So I have seen women as Uber drivers or even like waiting in the bus bay or in the bus waiting area at night times. So it's totally safe over there for women.
Here in India also, women have the freedom to travel during midnight.
They have the freedom.
But what happens, we don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, assault against women is an issue in India. So that is not there. That means the law and order is being implemented properly.
It is being like if you are facing an issue, like if you would face an issue anywhere, anytime in the future, you just have to call that 911 number and your the service will be offered as soon as possible.
Okay, may I ask you this? After landing in Canada, anytime, for example, in the Gulf, wherever you go, they are asking for ID card, this card, and all this. They are disturbing the police.
Yeah.
So, anytime they asked you your license or anything like that?
No, nothing like
Never.
that. I don't even carry my PR card with me whenever I travel.
Why?
Because they don't ask for anything unless like if you are driving and you are making some violations, only that time you will be asked for any ID proof or anything.
What's the speed limit in the city area?
City areas, it will be somewhere around 60 to 70.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
That is miles or kilometer?
Kilometers.
Kilometer.
Yeah.
Suppose from there, Toronto to Halifax, you are traveling. So that is on a highway.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the speed limit there?
Highway, you will see boards for 100, but you can go to a maximum of 110. If you cross 110, there are like interceptors kept on the road, which
They will catch you.
Yeah.
Fine you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you won't be caught on the road. You will get a mail by post, and in that you will be seeing the amount which you have to pay as fine. Because your number plate is registered to your address. So they will be catching the number plate and they will be...
Same is the case here. We are also having state-of-the-art technology here for all these things. Okay, Ashwin, thank you very much for giving us some direct opinions about or direct views about what is happening in Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.